The GGHOP with Bill Gann is sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. Wilson Farm Market, the fresh taste of country. Find them on Facebook. How you doing? How you feeling? Bill Gann with you for part 4, the final one, quarter 4, final score and more. Talking Super Bowl. It's been a lot of fun. Going to wrap it up here. So let's get right to it. Before we hop in, just to let you know what's going on here. So Kansas City, Philly playing. Kansas City currently is a 1.5 point favorite. Now, if you are a betting person, you know exactly what that means. If not, really quick, that just means Kansas City is favored to win by 1.5 points. So if you were betting someone and you took Kansas City, they are going to have to win by 1.5 points. Now, there's a half point. You can't score a half point, Bill. That's right. That means that this way, this could never be a tie. So you're going to either win or lose this. And also, if you were betting on this, you could just think, Philadelphia. Just look at the score of the game, constantly watch it, and Philadelphia always has just add 1.5 points to Philadelphia's total, and that's the real score. So that's how it's going. So 1.5 point KC favorite, and the over and under. The over and under, that's real simple. That's just the two final scores of both teams. You add them together, and there's the number. And the number they're coming up with right now is like 48.5. So KC, 1.5 point favorite, over and under 48.5. So let's get into something where we might be able to figure out what we could do here. So I decided to go to good old ESPN, and that's not it. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Here, let's do this one again. Now we're all set. There we go. Still learning every day. That OBS, it's a tricky son of a gun. So we're going to ESPN here. I used to be like 100%. Like about 8 years ago into the NFL, and now I'm probably like less than 1%. I just started doing some different things, whatever. Nothing personal against the football, but that's how far removed I am. But I still remember, and some things ring true. So this is why I'm coming to ESPN, because ESPN, of course, a great place for sports and politics as well. Although lately, they're kind of dropping off in the politic things. I don't know what's going on. It's like something's changed or something. I don't know. Whatever. So let's go down here. I got a couple things I'd like to definitely look at here. We're going down here. Where are we going? Did I already pass my spot? I hope not. I think we're getting there. All the preparation that goes into this. Did I already pass this? Aha. Oh, I did. Okay, so we're going to go back to the top. My mistake. Sorry to make you sick. Sorry to make you sick. Because what's there at the top is very good. Meet the teams. There we go. The previewing. That's the part I zipped right past and making my joke about ESPN. Says if the Chiefs want their three-peat, they're going to have to beat the best team they've played in the Super Bowl in the Patrick Mahomes era. Eagles have lost 3 games all season. Now, 2 of them after their receivers dropped passes that would have clinched victories. Since their Week 5 bye, they have gone 15-1 and posted a plus 27 turnover margin and won their games by an average of 13.8. Again, the turnover margin just means you get more interceptions and fumbles than the other team does, and plus 27 is fantastic. Fantastic. And winning by 13, almost 14 points a game, looking pretty good for the Eagles. Then as we zip down here, back here, roll with me here. I don't want to go past it. Sorry to make you sick earlier. But some interesting things here to look at. If you get into sports, you want to know what the stats are, what's what, this and that. Let's see here. This is the Football Power Index. And this says ESPN's FPI has the Eagles winning 56.1% of the simulations, and they're favored to win by an average of 2.2 points. So here's how they match up, though. Let's see. The Eagles are 5th on offense, and the Chiefs rank 7th. That's a surprise to me. I know an Eagles fan and a Chiefs fan. I spend a little more time with a Chiefs fan, and knowing football, and again, about the 1% kind of, I always thought the Chiefs, score the most points. They're like the top scorers. Evidently, I've been out of it. They're down to 7th, okay? And the Eagles are 5th. Now, on the defensive side, this is very interesting. Philadelphia ranks 1st, and Kansas City is 13th. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you something here, folks. Something I do remember is somebody saying defense wins championships. So I am going to have to say Eagles fly on this one. I think the Eagles are going to take it. I say take the Eagles, the points, and take the over. My final score is Eagles 42, Chiefs 24. Ooh, shocking predictions. Shocking predictions. Okay, that's my prediction for the game. That's out of the way. I did tell you back in video number 1, quarter 1, commercial fun, that I left one commercial out. I wanted to save it for the 4th quarter to make a point. So I'm going to show you the commercial first, and I then we'll get into exactly what it is. Now, it comes from the good people at Coors Light. It's like, hi, we're Coors. We're not the other beer company that, has become a phrase for failure. You can trust us. We're okay. So this is with sloths, and this is about the day after the Super Bowl. So let's get in here and check this out together. I think it's pretty funny. And like I said in the first video, a lot of the ones they've pre-released are kind of this one was kind of fun. And especially if you like sloths, I don't know who is the PR person for Sloths International, but have you noticed over the past few years, like they just seem like they're everywhere. Cup shirts, they're in commercials, so whatever. So here we go. Let's check this guy. Let's check this out. Yes, the dreaded day after Super Bowl. Shopping. There's a lot of fresh fruit there. I think there'll be more Little Debbie's. You're not going to cook any of that. I don't think those are Pelotons. This is hilarious. He can't catch it. He's a sloth. This is a good one. Little smash of the face. Can't get through the door fast enough. He's a sloth. Slow speed chase. That's just funny. Can't catch the bank robber. Oh, there it is. Again, we're Coors. Look. Oh, there we go. Nice. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So that's helping make the point for me that I believe, oh my goodness, the day after the Super Bowl should be some kind of holiday. Okay. And, I thought I would show that and say how I feel about it. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. But then I went out and actually found something to back it up because I thought for sure there's something just like, like around NCAA tournament time, which is coming up real soon. How they say during that whole thing that businesses lose like all this money and productivity and yada, 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 that whole type of thing. So I went looking for it and I found one. Now I did find that it did the articles that I said when I first looked them up, it said that they estimate this year that the money lost by businesses the day after the Super Bowl due to people calling in, not being there, being sick, quote unquote, $3 billion with a B, $3 billion. Okay. So this one talks a little bit about that and a little bit about how maybe we could, fix it. So here we go. The Tallahassee Democrat. Which looks a lot like the Indianapolis Star, which looks a lot like USA Today. It's like they're owned by all by the same conglomerates or something, Oh, well, what do I know? I make title cards with PowerPoint. I don't even use real PowerPoint. I've got like a buggy off version. Okay, so a record number of people will suddenly be sick the day after the Super Bowl. Okay, so digging into this article here. So we go down here. It says an estimated 22.6 million persons across the U.S. plan to miss work the day after this year's Super Bowl, up 40% from a year ago, according to a Harris poll extrapolated to these estimates using responses from 1,220 employed adults aged 18 and up from January 16th to the 21st. For the Workforce Institute UKG, that figure is also 20% higher than 2 years ago when the poll estimated 18.8 million to miss out. So that's a lot of people, and that's where I think some of the productivity numbers come from. And then this is only excuse me, only 2% said they plan to call in sick, because see, this article later on gets and talks a lot about how people have gotten a little bit better in HR departments of pre-planning for this or making this like a day off or asking for it early, switching a shift, those type of things. So when it came down to it, it said only 2% said they planned to call in sick, while another 2% said they planned to ghost their employer and just not show up. So I guess 2% of those people plan not to have a job on a Tuesday. Whatever you do, do not no call, no show. That is not going to work, not at all. Does say in here, we don't all tune in for the football. And this right here echoes it all. We don't all tune in for the football. Some just want to watch the commercials. Others want to see Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. Others want to see President Trump, who's expected to be the first sitting president to attend the big game. Or maybe they just want a glimpse of Taylor Swift, who's dating Travis Kelce of the Chiefs. I think we've covered all that. Me, you, the Tallahassee Democrat, right. But here's what I'm saying is how you should have a day off the next day. There's people trying to get it done. And so down here, this gives me hope. Okay, right down here, and it says the potential holiday is gaining momentum again. In Charles County, Maryland, commissioners voted 2-1 last month to give employees a holiday for Super Bowl Monday. A bill introduced in the Indiana General Assembly, ooh, I like that, would make the Monday after Super Bowl a state holiday called American Professional Football Day. And this person is quoted here saying, Representative Mitch Gore, I think over the last 5 seasons, Hoosiers have been through a lot, and I would agree they have because the price of a breaded tenderloin is through the roof. And if you're not from Indiana, you have no idea what I'm talking about. From a pandemic, it seems like people try to tear us apart along whatever lines they think should divide us, the bill's co-author, Representative Mitch Gore, said to WRTV ABC, a wholly owned conglomerate of USA Today, I'm sure. It does say the extra day off would give folks breathing room, Gore said, but they also deserve it in a way that allows them to get together with their friends and family and come around something that isn't partisan, that isn't controversial, right? This reminds me a little bit of Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys at Christmas, talking about how he knows that Christmas isn't about presents and Santa. It's about, it's getting stoned and drunk. So, he's going to go home and get stoned and drunk with his family. And you should go do that with your family. And if you'll get stoned and drunk, then just, hang out with them. So again, it's a family fun thing. Exactly. You go to parties, you're hanging out, maybe having an extra drink that you don't normally have anyway. Why not? That's what I'm saying. Why not? Let's change it and get it done. And then last thing I want to just show you right here, advertisers are addressing the issue too. Coors has a Super Bowl commercial starring sloths with a case of the Mondays. See, we got that covered too. Got you covered all the way around. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning into all 4 episodes if you did. The 5th one is 2 if you count halftime. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy the big day, the big game, whatever you do. And if you don't like the game, that's cool too. Like I said, there's always 3 camps. There's the yes, there's the no, and then there's I just don't give a damn. And if you just don't give a damn, that is just okay with me. I want to say once again a big thank you to Wilson Farm Market, the fresh taste of the country, the regional favorite that is Wilson Farm Market. Find them on Facebook. And before we go as well, just one last plug today, February 19th, I'll be with the boys in the Audio Kitchen, the Lafayette artists sitting around, Gibson Wells at the helm. It's a good podcast. They got about 10 of them up on Spotify. Give them a listen. They don't just talk music, guitar strings, and weed. They talk a little bit about everything. Okay, so some younger guys, give it a listen, see what you think. I'll be on there February 19th. So glad they're having me along. So you enjoy the Super Bowl, and I'm going to sign off. And remember, treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up, and now you go make somebody laugh today.